this is where God's worked into it too, is I don't mind telling the story because I want someone else to go somewhere with it, you know. I am Weston Bristow. I go to Catalyst Church, and I am living proof that Jesus saves.
I'm Ashley. I go to Catalyst, and I am living proof that Jesus saves. We shamed God a lot. We knew about God. Both of our families talked a lot about God, but we shamed. Our mission was to shame it.
Yeah.
We wanted nothing to do with it. We wanted to cause trouble. We wanted to do things our way. We knew that you couldn't do fun. We thought you couldn't have fun. You couldn't do fun things if you believed in God because you're going to be convicted. And I didn't want to be convicted. I wanted to have fun.
Yeah. We met at a bar, the Packing House.
They always say don't meet your husband at the bar. And I just got out of a 4-year relationship. And I wanted nothing to do with being in a new one. So I pushed and pushed and pushed, and he just kept.
I was sick of being alone. So, yeah, I saw her and pursued her, and this is where we are now. So, we get moved in, and I don't know, it might have been a week. And the next thing we know, there's a whole clan of people walking across our lawn.
Knocked on our door.
They had Tom, of course, comes in and says, "They're not homemade, they're Toll House. Hope you're okay with that."
They gave us a box of cookies with all their phone numbers on the inside of the box.
Yeah.
The girls, everybody.
Yeah, and that was our first encounter with the Isabels. And I don't know how long after that, but they said they were very religious and they go to church every weekend, and we were like, okay.
We were like, wow, they're not gonna like us.
Yeah. They said immediately, like, this is not good.
Well, they invited us to church a few times, and we were like, no, thank you. And life got crazy, and a kid changes your life, especially with a 26-week preemie that just came out of the NICU for 3 months,
yeah.
And so that made me always on edge, always scared. Like, anything happened, I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna die. And turned me a little bit crazy.
Yeah, and so I felt like I was off on the sidelines. I was the second string, and I didn't know how to handle that.
So we were new parents, and our marriage was falling apart while we were becoming new parents.
Correct.
And a lot of secrets started coming out.
Yeah. We were on vacation in New Jersey, and she found out that I was talking to other women and just living a second life that had nothing to do with our family, and thought we could figure things out.
And then we would think things were getting better, and then we would find out that they weren't better.
No.
And then we'd put a patch on it and things would get better, and so we thought, and then we would find out later that things weren't better, and it just kept being a repeating cycle. And then finally, after going through this for a few years, I said, okay, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore.
Finding out I'm never going to have a wife anymore, my kid's gone, you know, what am I doing? And I went to the Isabels and I said, my wife's leaving me, and I need you guys to pray for me. And they said, absolutely. So we sat outside and prayed, and they said, you should come to church tomorrow. I have no idea where I'm going, but sure. I'll try anything right now. He was still in Newport.
He was messaging me, I'm going to go to church with the Isabels. And I said, ha ha ha, nice try. You're going to go to church, cute.
She didn't believe me. I was picturing a church from my childhood where, you know, straight lace, comb your hair, get yourself ready to go to church. And I got here and I was looking around and I go, boy, there is some hooligans in here. And I'm kind of just taking it all in, and
real people.
Yes, real people. Real down to earth soul people. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
welcoming.
I feel like we're all in it together. We're all fighting the same fight. Well, I told you that when we were finally started talking, I was like, I've never felt so comfortable in a situation where I felt so guilty and wrong. It was God working for sure, because
he just went to church all by himself. What in the world is going on? All my friends, all my family, even your dad was telling me, leave him, leave him, leave him. You've gone through this so many times. Leave him. What are you doing? Don't go home. And I just, I was driving actually, and I heard this voice, and it was like, you're not leaving. You love him. You're not leaving. And I was like, I started thinking I was crazy, and I started telling people, I'm crazy. I'm hearing voices in my head, and it's not my voice. I'm crazy. And of course you're gonna leave him. Look at what your dad did to you. You're not gonna. No, you're a fighter. You're gonna leave him. And the voice just stuck, and then I was like, no, you're just in denial. And I was trying to talk myself out of it, but I was like, it was just the strangest thing. And I was like, you're not leaving. You're fine. You're gonna fix it. You're gonna make it work. God's gonna help you. And I was like, God's gonna help me? God who? And then I was like, no, I've lost my mind. I talked to my aunt that always tried to pursue God to me, and I told her, I'm crazy. And she's like, no, you're not crazy. That's God. And I'm like, shut up.
I can't.
And then I just started thinking about it, and the thoughts in my head started changing, and the way I thought just suddenly changed. And I've been a fighter my entire life. So I was just like, this is the craziest thing in the world. I just got this thought, and now I'm going to stick with it, and now I'm going to listen to it, and I'm going to follow it. I don't follow anybody's directions. We've had rough times again.
So I know I had screwed up again, and I've been battling depression, and I said, I can't keep doing this. I've been putting this poor woman through this for 4 years now. I can't keep doing this. Obviously, I'm not going to change, so I have to make a change. And whether it's the right one or not, I can't live like this anymore. I left. I had a 45 and a 9mm. 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting out on the hood of my car, and I'm going, are you really about to do this? And I'm going, yep, it's going to happen. Gotta do it. Can't do this anymore. And all of a sudden, here comes this deer walking across the field, and I just sat there, and I watched it. I sat there and watched it. And it was out there for a good 30, 45 minutes. Now it's 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, I can't do it now. Pass out, hadn't slept. Fall asleep. Wake up. Look out. There's 2 more deer walking by. And I'm like, what is going on? I said, this is the most deer I've ever seen in my entire life. She's texting me, telling me Mike wants to talk to me. We're really worried about you, blah, blah, blah.
Pastor Mike.
And I get the text message from Mike, hey, call me. I want to talk to you. You don't need to do this. You're a good guy. You make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I want to talk to you. We need to talk. I wrote out a text that said, it's okay. God doesn't love me. I'm just going to go. And I got that all typed out, and I'm stumbling around, and here comes another deer walking by, and I'm like, what is going on? So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just keep driving. And sitting in a field, and I decided that I was going to call her. And I told her what they had told me, and that I just wanted to come home.
Very close to my mom. So she knows what's going on the entire time. She knows I'm trying to play phone tag with him. He's not answering. And then when he did answer, he was completely wasted. And she knows he has a gun. And God's telling me to go talk to him. You're not going to stop me. I'm getting in the car now. My son's over there. I'm leaving. And we went and we parked the car and we had a conversation.
For a while.
And we decided that we were going to have to change some things and pursue God more. I don't know. It's I used to have such high anxiety, and I'm always like, it'll be okay. I have God. It'll be okay. It might be hard, but we'll get there. And I just got this hope, and I didn't know where it came from, and it just stuck. One of my favorite things that we've learned in church, God likes people that mess up because he uses them as a tool to teach people.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell everybody that now, and that just really spoke to me. Because growing up, God was a punishment. So coming here and hearing that God likes people that mess up, I was like, whoa. It started making me think in a whole different way.